Thank you very much, Kenji, and thank you very much, Professor Hoshi Sensei. And it's very pleasure for me to invite Stanford. And so my name is Kan Suzuki. So today I would like to explain about the current situation of medical innovation reform. So, so right now, so under the Abe administration, so Japan is trying to change the sorry, so very heavy jet lag. So try to make a dynamic, innovative society and economy. So especially the medical industry is a prime example of this transition right now. So especially in the field of IPS and regenerative medicine. So today's lecture is very focused on the regenerative medicine innovation. So in Riken, Kobe, Professor Masayo Takahashi has been very succeeded in the first IPS treatment to human body, so eye. So the first success in the world. So and in Kyoto, as you know, so Professor Yamanaka established SAIRA, a Center for IPS in Kyoto University. So when I was Senior Vice Minister of MEXT, so I joined it to establish the SAIRA. And from this April, so Japan has totally changed in medical innovation environment. So right now, most effective platform for medical innovation has been prepared in terms of legislation and organization. So as follows. So basically, Promotion Act of Health Industries and Advancement of Healthcare Technology, so Japanese government has enacted. And also, Promotion Act of Regenerative Medicine. This is the first promotion act in the world. So when I was as a Secretary General of the Congressman League on the regenerative medicine promotion. So I enacted this Promotion Act of regenerative medicine. And also the Safety Act of Regenerative Medicine, and so revised pharmaceutical affairs law, so including the not only the drug, but also the medical device and so regenerative medicine products. So right now, so there are 3 categories under this new pharmaceutical affairs law. And this April, we Japanese government has established a new agency, so-called AMED. AMED means Agency for the Japan Medical Research and Development. And also the Promotion Act of a Special Zone for Medical Innovation. So there are 2 special areas for the medical innovation. One is the Kansai area, and the other one is Kanagawa and the Tokyo area. And also we start clinical research core hospital system. So for example, Osaka University, Kyoto University, Keio University, and so on. So before I explain about medical innovation, so again, so go back to the reason why medical innovation is important. So basically market size, so global market size. So right now, so 2010, in 2010, $5 trillion. And we estimate market size in 2020, $7.5 trillion. And especially so the drug industry, so right now, so $1 trillion. So in this decade, so 1.5 trillion. But so today, please understand the importance of the medical innovation, not because of a volume, but so character itself. So we are facing the very good challenge of paradigm shift. So medical industry is experiencing a paradigm shift, very similar to what the IT industry experienced in the mid-1990s. Actually, so 20 years ago, I was in charge for the IT policy in METI. Do you know the name of the Netscape? I have very close relation with the Netscape. And do you know the name of Sun Microsystems? Yeah. So I've been there, such kind of companies in Silicon Valley, so many times. Yeah. So at that time, so 20 years ago, so we people have experienced the emerging of Windows 95 OS and many private internet service providers under the Clinton Gore administration. So many people have started to use their own PC connected to the internet. So, and many people have become to do a large amount of data information processing by themselves and digital communication personally without using host computer. So before 1995, so before IT innovation, so we must use a host computing system and online host computing online, for example, ATM network, etc. But so after emerging PC and the internet, so we don't need use host computers, large computers. So right now, so concerning about regenerative medicine and medical innovation, so usually so we say two I. One is IPS, the other one is IT. So IT and IPS will change the medical innovation and the industry very much. So very similar situation. So after emerging the human genome sequencing and the regenerative medical technology, IPS, etc., people will be able to enjoy the benefit of a personalized medicine. So before now, very standardized medicine. But right now, from now on, so personalized medicine. So people have just started to be treated with a personal identification of a specific genome type and the personal self-processing technologies without using blockbuster drugs. So this paradigm shift is very important. So for example, so the cancer, breast cancer, only 4% of patients so can a very specific drug. So so recovery rate so is approximately 100%. But under the standardized medicine, for example, so breast cancer, the success rate is about under 30% right now. But so this is the impact of personalized medicine. But only 4%. So can be treated as very specific treatment. So the 20th century medical industry, basically so two types, two categories. One is drug discovery, and the other one is medical devices. But 21st century, so regenerative medicine and genomic medicine, personalized medicine, so introduced. And so the two I's also changed the 21st medicine. So, of course, new iPS using the technology will make a new treatment therapy, but so please understand the importance. The iPS regenerative medicine medical technologies themselves. So, for example, so regenerative and IT technology will make an innovation of a clinical trial process of drug discovery and the protocol of investigation drugs. So just briefly, so explain about the process of a pharmaceutical approval. So first step is a labo study. So researchers in the pharmaceutical companies and the doctors conduct a detailed research on the cause of disease and the search of the origin of medicine. This is the first stage. And the second stage, so-called animal experiment. So preclinical experiment. So origin of medicine after being the subject to the various experiment is tested on the animal and the cell to examine its effect carefully. After the experiment, the elements of medicine, which are expected to be effective against the disease and confirm and not to have a side effect, become the nominated medicine. Okay. Then, clinical trial. So clinical trial has three stages. One is phase 1, second is phase 2, third is phase 3, and phase 1 is basically due for the healthy adults. And the phase 2 is tested on a small number of patients. And the phase 3 apply to the other patients. So many patients. So phase 3 is very costful stage. And right now, this stage we are using an animal experiment. But if we use the iPS technology, partially we can replace the real human organ or tissue instead of animal. So in case of mouse, in case of human, totally different. So this is the one very the clinical trial process and the investigation drug system, replace animal. And using human tissues or organ instead of animals. And in clinical trial for the human, the specification of a similar genotype patient is very important. Because right now, it is very important for us to focus the specific same type of genome patients. Using IT technology and the genome sequence technology, we can right now focus select the specific group of same genotypes. And phase 1, phase 2, we would like to evaluate the safety of medicine. In case, pre-screening of patients who are serious side effects we will be concerned about is very important. If we use iPS, each iPS create each tissue. We will use each tissues. We are pre-screening the heavy side effect patients. That's why we can make a so clinical trial process more effective to use a good screening, pre-screening system for the drug discovery. So I'd like to again emphasize that I changed the drug discovery process itself. And so also right now, so please understand. So right now, so in case of chemical compounds, the current probability of drug discovery is very, very rare. So 1 out of the 30,000. Yeah, that's why personalized, very specific focusing approach is very important. So just briefly, so I'd like to outline a series of plan and registration for these 5 years. So when I was a senior vice minister of MEXT, I and Ministry of Health and Law, MHLW, and the METI started the National Conference on Medical Innovation. As you know, so in Japanese government, these 3 ministries concerned, related, are very, very separate. But so by establishing a new conference, so we would like to integrate the 3 ministries. And also, we established a Medical Innovation Promotion Office in Prime Minister's Secretariat. But unfortunately, so we suffered from the Tohoku earthquake. So again, 2012, we reorganized this challenge to the medical innovation, and we formulated the 5-year plan of medical innovation. So basically, so under this 5-year plan of medical innovation, so these legislations have been enacted. So, and also, so cabinet decision, so strategy of the healthcare and medicine. And 2013, so we made two promotion act. So two laws. So one is a Safety Act of Regenerative Medicine, and a pharmaceutical. So 2013 in April. So first we enacted a Promotion Act of Regenerative Medicine by Congressman League. So as a Secretary General of this Congress, I was a Secretary General of this Congressman League, and then so Safety Act of Regenerative Medicine and the revised Pharmaceutical Affairs Act, and so 2014 we made act on the promotion of the healthcare industry and the advancement of healthcare technologies, and act of AMED. So last November, so 1 year ago, so Safety Act of Regenerative Medicine and revised Pharmaceutical Affairs Act have been enforced. And this April, start of AMED. So under these legislation, so we'd like to highlight the point. So concerning about regenerative medicine, so introduction of early approval system with a condition of post-market surveillance. So as I explained, so basically, so clinical trial needs 3 phases. But in case of regenerative medicine, so just after finishing of the phase 2, so government permit tentative approval. So, but right now only just for the regenerative medicine case, not general. So, but compare with the US FDA, Japanese industry right now have more advanced regulation system. So only in Japan, so such a kind of early approval system exists right now in the world. So many companies will be able to clinical research more effectively in Japan. So in case of a compound drug, so full cost of each drug discovery has been approximately 1 to 3 billion US dollar right now. But so we can pass the phase 3, so that maybe the cost will be half. And additionally, in Kansai area, early approval system will be introduced in the field of medical device also. Now discussing, but maybe in the very near future. So only Kansai so enjoy the regenerative medicine and the medical device. Yeah, but so all Japan so regenerative medicine. In terms of regenerative medicine, we can enjoy the early approval system. And second point, medical institutions have been permitted to outsource cells tissues processing operation to external businesses. So before then, so hospital or university hospital so must make tissues and organ cells in their hospitals, but right now so outsource. And as I explained, so in this April, AMED has been established. So before then, so 3 ministries separately provide subsidy to researchers, but right now so integrated and very strategic. So this is a little bit complicated. So I would like to outline the coverage of 2 acts concerning about the regenerative medicine. So one line is basically so medical doctor can do regenerative medicine under this act, under Medical Practitioner Act, under Medical Service Act, and clinical research and medical treatment. This is a General Promotion Act, and so Safety Act of Regenerative Medicine will apply to has been applied to the this course, and this course is operated by the under the revised pharmaceutical affairs law. So early approval, and outsource. Here, again explained. So the conventional route approval, total cost $1 billion. So clinical research, clinical phase 1, 2, 3, and approval. But right now, phase 1, 2, and approval with condition and post surveillance. So this is a very general explanation about the regenerative medicine. And so market forecast. So METI estimates the market size of regenerative medicine about 25 billion in 2050 and 380 billion global. So, and if include supporting device and supporting service, so it will maybe the 40 or 50 billion. So anyway, very, very big market. And so the regenerative medicine, Japanese competitiveness is a very, very extremely very good position in the world market. And regenerative medicine so has a very many areas, under many fields. So transportation and the tissue formation, the culture, genetic manipulation. Yeah, so many supporting industry will be needed. And yeah, something like that. That this is the same. So as I explained, so healthcare industry in Japan has been not strong in terms of finding a blockbuster in 20th century. So because global mega pharmaceutical companies has been very strong at the compound for the blockbuster discovery. But so today, as I explained very briefly, so maybe you can understand the high level and the potential of regenerative medicine and the personalized medicine. So iPS and the stem cell treatment, Professor Shinya Yamanaka, Kyoto University, so of course is very, very famous. And Osaka University, Professor Sawa, so right now Dean of Medical School of Osaka University. He's an expert of heart disease. And Professor Okano from Keio University, and Riken Kobe, Professor Masayo Takahashi. And yeah, so we have many talented experts in the regenerative medicine field. And Tohoku University, Tohoku Medical School, 4 years ago, so MEXT established a Tohoku Medical Mega Bank. So approximately 100,000 and 150,000 bio and genome samples in Tohoku Sendai. So this is very important mega bank for the personalized medicine. And as you know, so Japanese manufacturing and the IT industry are very competitive. And the Japanese companies can continue to invest in medical innovation. So as you understand it, the medical treatment needs 10 years from research and the development to applying to the human body. So this is totally different from the IT industry. So, and as I explained, so the first iPS treatment has been succeeded in the world last year. And this September, so cell seed for the heart disease, so already so approval. So we have Japanese government share such kind of roadmap application of iPS cell to human. So last year, retina eye has been succeeded, and 2016 and 17, so Parkinson syndrome will take iPS treatment, and same year, so blood platelet will bring the introduction of the iPS treatment, and 2017, so heart, cardiac muscle seat will be introduced to the real human body, and under the Osaka University, and spinal cord will be operated by the Professor Okano Keio University, and natural killer T cell to 2017 and 18, and the liver organ, the hair, teeth, kidney. Yeah, so there are very concrete plan to introduction of iPS treatment. So it will be very potential for the promotion of Japanese regenerative medicine, and there are a lot of chance to collaborate with West Coast California research and industries. So yeah, this is just briefly about the current Japanese situation of encouraging of regenerative medicine. So regenerative medicine and the regenerative medicine related technology will be the very, very good potential to the promoting growth of the Japanese medical industries, and creating new innovation. So you collaborate with IT or other instruments and device company and the chemical company. Yeah, thank you very much for attention.
Thank you. We have plenty of time for discussion and questions. So, Mr. Suzuki, if you'd like to call on people as you see them.
Yes.
You have talked about the regenerative medical research or regenerative medicine, and we had a conference a couple of weeks ago here on venture capital in Japan and Silicon Valley, and one of the speakers was Professor Nakauchi, who's a top researcher on regenerative medicine, who recently moved from University of Tokyo to Stanford, and he has, as far as I understood, has a very interesting research to trying to create a human organ in a pig using your own patient's own stem cell. And one reason why he decided to move from University of Tokyo to Stanford, according to him, was a type of experiment he's doing to develop that technology cannot be done in Japan because of the regulation, and it can be done in the US. So my question is if there is any development in Japan to address this issue of the regulation cannot catch up with the development of the new technology in this area.
Maybe, so in terms of regulation matters, so since last year, November, autumn, so there's nothing difference between the US and the Japan. Maybe in the field, as I explained, so in some case, so especially so past the phase 3, so Japanese regulation is advanced. But maybe Professor Nakauchi is yeah. I mean so ethical code. So for example, using animal or so in Japan, So all researchers must follow the ethical code, research ethical code, which is decided by the Ministry of Mixed and Medical Association. So this ethical code is very, very conservative because Japanese society mind so yeah, Japanese people do not allow challenging. For example, using animal or cell, and so for example, so human iPS cell introduced to the monkey or so yeah, already, so this case passed the code, but it took a very, very controversial long discussion to override such kind of ethical matters. And Japanese mass media, so watching the very ethical matter. And also, actually, so when when I made the Regenerative Promotion Act, so I was, the animal protection and patient side effect association claimed me to make such kind of promotion new medical trial. So I was facing a very obstacle from the anti new innovation, especially in the field of the medical innovation, because so Japan, especially so Ministry of Health, the history is a history of harmful, so medicine harmful history. For example, the Sumon and C types and AIDS. Yeah, that's why so Japanese society is very conservative to the challenging the new innovation. So ethical code problem, I think.
So it's a type of regulation.
Type of regulation, but yeah.
I think the U.S. is very conservative too, but
a little bit different type of yeah.
But comparatively, the Japan has been slow, and you don't see it changing.
Yeah. Yes.
Professor Suzuki, terrific presentation and very exciting about regenerative medicine. And Japan is arguably the best place to do research on regenerative medicine in the world. However, creating an environment for innovation, if you said commercialization of innovation in Japan, because of the risk-adverse nature of Japanese companies and the difficulty of universities in commercializing these innovations, how do you think that Japan will manage to actually grow the medical regenerative medicine industry given these issues of commercialization and the difficulty of commercialization by Japanese companies?
Yeah, thank you for a very good question. So maybe this point will be the obstacle for the commercialization of regenerative medicine. So as you know, so in Japan, so the public health insurance are covered for all people, and the price of medical treatment is totally decided by the Ministry of Health. So as you know, so regenerative medicine right now so very expensive. So Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Finance don't like to cover the new treatment, especially so advanced high technology intensive treatment for the public health insurance. So and hybrid treatment right now still prohibited under the medical public health insurance system. So no way. Yeah, this is a very problem. So that's why. So for example, I would like to propose such plan. So basic study in regenerative medicine. So in Japan, very high level. For example, Sila and Keio Osaka. So I'd like to propose a startup in West Coast using the Japanese very high advanced technology. And so in the stage of a clinical trial, so basic research is good in Japan. But the applied research, as Professor Hoshi said, quote the Nakauchi sensei's case, and applied research in US is much better than in Japan. So, because of the reason of the ethical code. Ethical code is a rule decided by the ministry. So the clinical applied research and startup in the West Coast again bring to Japan again, and clinical trial later stage. So phase 1 to 3, phase 1 and phase 2. So in Japan, you will use the new approval good system, and then so again come back to West Coast to promote the worldwide market. And as you pointed out, the price problem. So compare in Japan, so U.S. Patients can pay much money to the new advanced regenerative medicine treatment.
I think that's terrific, and certainly our organization would be very happy to help.
So, please.
It's relevant to the earlier questions. I agree there are many smart professors in Japan, but I'm afraid there will be kind of a future scenarios. All these smart professors invited to Stanford and these top schools in the U.S. So how to compete with these top schools in the U.S. in order to keep these professors and also attract other foreign professors into Japan. I understand you have already implemented many programs to invite smart professors, but in my understanding, not very successful. So I'd like to know what's your next step to attract and keep these professors in Japan.
Yeah, also a very good question. And maybe even Professor Nakauchi keep Tokyo University position. He is cross-appointed by 2 universities, I think.
That's correct.
Yeah, not transferred to the.
That's my interpretation. University of Tokyo claims they have more than 50%.
Yeah.
And Stanford claims we have more than 50%.
Anyway. Yeah. So I think. So I would like to propose that we should, Japanese society, promote such kind of cross appointment and between the 2 countries. Yeah, Nakauchi-san is very good case. And so basically, Japanese university cannot afford to pay much money to genius professor like Nakauchi, like Hoshi, Professor Hoshi. So this is a problem. And like now, so Japanese government are facing a heavy budget deficit. So this is a problem. But so today I explain about the personalized medicine and genome sequences. So market, so Asian market will be much bigger than the US, European genome type patients. So the as personalized medicine will grown up, so the research related the genome specific research will be much important. That's why I established Tohoku Mega Bank. So in UK, there is a very good mega bank supported by the UK government. And of course, in United States, there are many splendid mega banks. But so UK or US, but except West Coast, cannot easily collect the Asian genome types. So especially so in Toho case is very interesting. 3 generations genome and because in Tohoku area family 3 generation live together. Yeah, that's why it is very easy to correct the 3 generation genome types. This is very fruitful and contributed to make a new such kind of genome dictionary. So the yeah, of course. So that's why I like to say that still there is a need for a Japanese professor to stay in Asia, and so we sometimes talk about Singapore. Maybe in Asia, so only 2 countries, Japan and Singapore, can hold to can do such kind of very precious research. In China, so we sometimes talk about the China quality research level. So the total quality control level is not so high in China. So that's why maybe Japan and Singapore and some Korea, Taiwan will lead such kind of advanced field. So that's why I hope Japanese genius professor will stay half and half in Japan, I think. So that's why we made a clinical core university hospital system network.
And you can also hope the number of talented people coming into medical research can increase.
Yeah, basically, yeah, I think so. Yeah, yes, as you know, so even right now, so many talented young generation come to medical school, and right now, so not only medical school but also the engineering school and mathematics and agriculture. So many. So of course, School of Medicine, pharmaceutical department. So many young generation come to, and they they are very interested in this field, IT person, and yeah.
Since in 2010 you got those 3 different ministries to talk to each other. Is there something like that you're about to do that brings several ministries together to talk about? It seems like you need a overall master plan for, there's the regulatory opportunity,
Yeah.
and then you need a research platform to get researchers around the world to use IPS and do research based on that, go back to wherever they're coming from or linked with that to have a global sort of platform that's based on these opportunities in Japan. So that's the research part, and then there has to be the industry part, the plan for how you get industries to get interested in this, use Japan as a platform. The startups are still Japanese startups, but what are the interests from elsewhere? What's the business infrastructure? So regulatory opportunity, researcher platform, how to make it a global platform, and then business ecosystem, how to connect those. If there's a grand strategy for all three of those things so that efforts don't end up working cross-purpose, or some of the common issues can be solved. If you grow an eye for me and an eye for Hoshi-sensei, that eye can't just be duplicated in mass production yet for everybody because we're all have different eyes. That's a business problem and a research problem. So they're different. So things do tend to be decentralized in that realm still. So I'm just wondering, or hoping, that if you make another cross-ministry, political leadership-driven master plan for a roadmap, that would be great.
So in the context of regulation and the policy, so today, as I today explained, so platform, field, arrangement has been good. But, so from now on, players are much important than field platform. So Japan has very green field for soccer game, but no good soccer players, no good coach. Yeah, some, but not, so we can make up team. But so that's why so open innovation is very important. But my observation is that still Japanese pharmaceutical companies' mindset are very 20th century's mindset, very close, and so intellectual property rights. So they are not so familiar with open innovation. So because so in this field, intellectual property right patent is very important field, but IT industry. So they are very familiar with open innovation, and mobility of talent are very common, even in Japan. So and manufacturing company come to this field. For example, Fujifilm and many device company and right now also self-processing center, self-processing labo is very important. But maybe in near future, self-processing device and the self-processing machine, so which will be made by the Hitachi or Toshiba or any Japanese very good manufacturing company. So such kind of so industry are very familiar with global collaboration and open innovation. So this is a very good impact for the pharmaceutical and the cost mind. So because a pharmaceutical company don't mind the cost, just the price, which will decided by the politician and the Ministry of Health. So they are very keen about the lobbying to the politician, and they are very good at lobbying. But so in the context of globalization and of not only the research but also the commercialization, industrialization, the mindset will be gradually changing right now. I think. I hope. Yeah. Yes. Please.
Since I chance to be a health economist, I have a little bit tough question. So you showed some estimations of market expansion. It's going to be a huge market, but I'm kind of skeptical of that market expansion. Actually, prior to this meeting, I attended a meeting with around 20 University of California faculty. There is a program sponsored by California legislature. So that 20 UC faculties are calculating the financial and health impact if we cover the new technology. Every year, very expensive drug and device are coming up. So we are actually very skeptical if we can keep going this way. But I'm not saying these dream medical treatment which should be stopped right now. But in my guess, in the future, only the billionaire can afford to purchase these high-tech technology. But still, I think as a business that might work. So my question is, do you really think we say even in the case of the Japanese public health insurance, is going to be able to cover those advanced technology, or do you think there'll be a new market just for billionaires? And still these high-tech business may work.
Yeah.
Just very
Yeah.
broad
Yeah. Okay. So that estimation made by analyzed by the METI, and so in my METI days, I failed to estimation of electronic commerce IT market. So too under evaluation 20 years ago. So I mistaked, yeah. So back to the medical industry. So yeah, of course, medical public health insurance deficit problem will be a very heavy problem, obstacle to introduction of a new technology. So my personal idea. So this public health insurance coverage system will not continue at all. So under the new 21st century medical paradigm. So maybe in 10 years, so the public health insurance system will should be changed totally in near future. I have no idea, but but from the viewpoint of the industry, so collaboration with the other countries, industries partner and the research partner. So from my view, so Asian medical healthcare market will be huge. So last week I met Indian business person who has 100 hospitals in India. So they bring the Middle East fund to buy Japanese medical industry. So in near future, so China market will be huge, and so maybe 10 years after, so the India and Indonesia. So so two ways. It's a very difficult question, but so industries themselves can survive and can change their strategy. Government cannot change their strategy, not so easily. Yeah, but so Japanese industry so will change their strategy, focusing on using the Asian market and West, so US and European high advanced technology, and the merger development and the alliance strategy. So so I'm very optimistic about the future of medical industry, but very pessimistic about the future of the Japanese government deficit. and the public health insurance system. Okay.
Thank you very much for the very good explanation. And I really like your analogy about the soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Japanese soccer field in this medical innovation is attractive for the good player? And if in soccer world, if you are really competitive player, perhaps you would like to play in the Premier League in the United Kingdom or Spanish League, because you can make lots of money there. So in that perspective, if there's in Japan or in somewhere in the world, there are several good players in this world, then Japanese soccer field is attractive or not. Could you share your observation on this?
Okay. So actually, I went to London last September to watch the Japan and South Africa rugby football game. So we would like to use the rugby Japanese blossom. So in the 15 members, 5 members are not Japanese nationality, and half, maybe under 5, or around 5. So five members have Japanese nationality, but so they are born in other countries, and so South Africa and Australia, and the head coach is Australian. So this is a good example for the Japanese team making in the field of medical innovation, I think. So this is an open innovation, open research, open industrialization, commercialization, I think. So that's why. So from the Japanese government side, so I understand the government mindset. So as a bureaucrat of the Japanese government, so they are, of course, even me in the government, but so my observation. So yeah, if some team use tax from the Japanese government, so they must take care of the in Japan, or so Japanese industry growth, but university and the industry not so they should not mind genuine Japanese team. So that's why open collaboration with other talented person. Of course, Japanese related. Yeah. So please try.
Yeah, for example, we learned in the business school about the startup company, which was founded just 2 years ago and raised over $100 million for just one potential product. So they just launched their first product just several months ago, but they already raised tons of money on that potential product. So it's something possible in Japan, or the existing large pharmaceutical company in Japan is willing to pay a tremendous amount of reward to that such a competitive individual researchers or not. So perhaps for me, that is also important, as important as the government regulation. If you think about the future.
Okay. Actually, so I myself collaborate with Mitsui Real Estate which is located mainly in Nihonbashi area. So we are collaborating to establish a new ecosystem, open innovation, and of course borderless. So from now on, so private industries initiative will be very important, especially in the context of Japan case. So the venture capital will be very important, I think. So Japanese pharmaceutical big company so can buy from late stage. So there is no company which try to invest since early stages. So that's why so venture capital, so U.S. venture capital, Japanese venture capital, so the together, and we are very interested in the making up the venture capital syndicate network. So including the West Coast here venture capital, so the Japanese venture capital, and of course others, Israel and Singapore and European, and so but right now so and unfortunately so AMED budget amount size is not so enough compared with the NIH amount, unfortunately. So that's why so venture capital will be very important. And so we right now so we are organizing a new ecosystem, good seeds from the researchers, and good money from the venture capital all over the world.
Great. Thank you very much. So on that note, I'd like to thank you for your presentation. See you at the next semester.
Thank you very much.